Are we live? Oh, we're live. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Devann Edwards, aka Devann the Connector, connecting you, to the knowledge that will empower yourself. And I was inspired, guys. I was inspired. Full moon vibes are coming through. New month, October. Happy October. And something was on my mind. Is the vision. Vision. That's the key for today. And I know it's a bit late where I am, but I'm still alert. Drinking my OGT, my coffee actually. And today I want to bring to you 5 questions that you can ask yourself to define your vision for yourself. 5 questions. And this is going to be a mindful message not only for myself but for you. So I do hope it helps. And I say this because when the last quarter of 2020 and now more than ever is understanding our vision for ourselves going forward. What is our dreams and goals? Where do we see ourselves in the future? What achievements do we want to accomplish in the future? What are important achievements to us? Is it self-improvement, self-achievement, self-knowledge, success financially, success physically? What is our vision for ourselves? And how can we visualize that burning desire for us, that burning desire? And so we have 5 questions. The first question that comes to mind is, what do you want to achieve? The what. What do you want to achieve? And it's all about really getting specific. It could be a multiple things, but as long as you're specific on those certain things, the specificity brings that type of control within your sphere of your mind. So you can hone in on, okay, yeah, this is what I want to achieve. So you have that visual of it. You have that specific visual of these things that you want to achieve. And then there's a why. Why do you want to achieve that? Like, what's the meaning behind it? Is there any semantics to it? It's like, oh, I got to do this for my family. I got to do this for my inner urge to just grow in this. I got to do this because it's my passion. I got to do this because so and so. But there has to be a deep core rooted meaning for that vision to be fully defined. And once you know the whys and stuff, it's like, what are you going to do to achieve that? Like, how do you activate that why? Like, what is the vehicle? What is the vehicle? And if there's not a vehicle, you gotta find the what. You gotta find the what in terms of what you're going to do to achieve that. And something I realized this year a lot is energy management. And yeah, we may be aware of what we want to achieve and why we want to achieve it, but if we don't itemize like a plan or a steps or a system to that success or to doing that, then it's gonna be a bumpy ride or more of a bumpy ride, and it's gonna be you're gonna have less clarity, and therefore you're gonna have less power in how you move. And also, like, the 4th question is, when will you achieve it? So I don't know if you read the book Think and Grow Rich, but there's a man named Napoleon Hill wrote the book Think and Grow Rich, and he also talks about the 17 principles, which you can search up yourself, or if you want, message me and I'll send you. I got like a little leaflet, a pamphlet of that. And he said, when will you achieve it? So because what you want to achieve is being specific, and when is also timing. So like when you have a time in mind, it creates like this sense of urgency to get that achievement fulfilled, and to get that burning desire fulfilled, and to complete the vision or the mission of the vision. And I find that that's a really interesting thing, because they say a lot of people don't really put time frames on when they want to achieve it. But I think it causing a sense of urgency is very key, that we take for granted sometimes. Because sometimes if you notice, like, oh, let's say if they got sales on, like, oh, limited stock supplies or ends tonight. If you really want to achieve getting that the item or product or service before it ends at midnight, or before limited stocks go out of supply, you're gonna have a greater sense of urgency to go achieve and go get that. So you apply many times we apply things that we want to achieve to things that we don't actually need or want, but we just want it in the moment, but it's not in alignment with our vision. But what if it was in alignment with our vision? Would your sense of urgency be the same? That's something to think about. And again, we're all guilty of getting things we want, but it's never really in alignment with times, and it's just something to take inventory on. Now, the fifth question is, this is a very interesting one. So, fifth is, how will you feel when you achieve it? How will you feel when you achieve it? Now, this one hit me. This one hit me. How will you feel when you achieve it? That's a deep one, guys, because when it comes to communication or speaking things into existence, the interface with that, or the work with it, that 70% of that is internal communication. The 30% is just verbal, like speaking your dreams into existence. 30% of that is verbal, but 70% of that's internal. You have to generate the feeling of that achievement, that feeling of the vision you define for yourself, the feeling of that burning desire you're visualizing every minute and every hour to get that clarity and the power. And also another thing is that when we internally believe in ourselves, we give birth to the growth that we're seeking. When we internally believe in ourselves, the greater rate in which we internally believe in ourselves results into the growth that we are seeking to become. It just manifests. It just appears, and it just generates within us, and we move in our mind, our body, and soul to that direction of that goal or that achievement. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I've been aware of that many times as I've gone to achieve things, and generating that feeling every day can be the hard part, because life can happen. But once you have systems in place, or steps in place, or a plan, and you have things around you that's keeping your eyes on the prize, so to speak. And when you internally believe in yourself, the whole formula comes together. And then you can move with that confidence, you can move with that knowingness, the inner knowingness that regardless of what may come or what's going on, my vision is clear, so I'm moving forward in accordance to that vision. Because it's urgent. I see it. I want it. And I know what it's going to do for my growth. I know what it's going to do for my friends, my family. I know the meaning. I know the value of my vision. And so those are the 5 questions. The 5 questions are, let me just repeat it. The 5 questions are, what do you want to achieve? Why do you want to achieve that? What are you going to do to achieve that? When will you achieve it? And number 5 is, how will you feel when you achieve it? Now, here's 3 things we can do to activate the vision we're defining for ourselves. So once we've answered all those 5 questions, what can we do next to get that vision running? So one thing we could do is create a dream board. So I got a vision board in my room. Can't really show you at the moment. I'm not really in my room at the moment, but I've got a vision board. Like, I wake up, I see it every morning, like literally just on my desk, and then I have pictures everywhere, like just reminding me of my vision, my goal, my dream for myself. And that's the visual, that's the physical. And then you have number 2 is believing in yourself. So how can you do that? You can do that by not only generating the feeling. So one thing is funny is like increasing your vibration by literally having the right foods that will generate the feeling that you can actually do it. And putting yourself in a space, clearing your space, like you can probably sage up your room or get some incense, clean up around your house, and just clean up even your mental environment as well. Like you listen to sound therapy, it could be, or just listening to affirmations in your sleep to reprogram your mind to put you in the state of what you want for yourself, and you then generate the feeling of belief within that you can do it for yourself. And that is an amazing thing. So yes, believe in yourself, and in alignment with that, manifest and declare it. So manifesting can be in the form of prayer, could be in the form of just speaking it out and declaring it into existence. So saying, I am so happy, and I am affirmation. I am so happy and grateful that I'm attracting this into my life right now. I'm so happy and grateful that abundance flows freely into my life. I am so grateful. Whatever your vision is, speak what you seek until you get what you said. Speak what you seek until you get what you said. So it's like we have to put every tool in the box to get that vision strengthened. And then of course one thing, so that's the main thing in terms of defining your vision, like putting ourselves in the state every day, get into a state of higher balanced vibrations where we feel and are clear about what we want to get, and then we just do it. It becomes less strenuous on us when we're doing something that we're passionate about, doing something that we defined, and doing something that we value and find meaning in. So if you're not doing something that you find meaning in, or you find value in, find something. You're right. Find something, define it, and ask yourself the questions that will lead you to the answers, because the question is always the answer. So that's those are the 5 questions I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can leave us some other tips in the comments below, actually, in terms of what you do to define your vision. If you already have your vision intact, do you create a dream board? What steps do you use to believe in yourself? Do you manifest and declare it? Do you use affirmations? Do you use the affirmation declarations? Do you pray? What do you do? And you can just drop it in the comments below how that's worked for you, and let's connect as well. So this is Devann Edwards, aka Devann the Connector, connecting you to the knowledge that will empower yourself. Take heed of these 5 questions you can use for yourself to define your vision for yourself, and connect to the knowledge that will empower yourself. Just remember, the connection continues. Stay empowered, take care, enjoy the full moon vibes, have a great month and a great last quarter. See you on the next one.